Hey! Where you been, man? I was looking all over the place for you. I was worried sick. You can't go running off like that, buddy, okay? Jeez, a lot of carbon scoring here. You been hanging out with Linkara again? Dr. Insano? Well, you're back now, and that's what's important. And hey, we can finish Final Fantasy X too now. So I get the feeling someone from the game's gonna try to kill me again, as usual. You're my secret weapon. So come on, let's go! Hey, but no more running away, alright? You're my best bud, and the show's not the same without my robot main man. Okay, so after beating LeBlanc and her goons for, what, the 10th time, you finally get both halves of the broken sphere. And for the first time ever, the Gullwings finally discover a sphere that has something mildly informative on it! It's a recording of some giant ancient machine which you discover is called Vegnagun. It's a world-destroying superweapon that somehow everyone in the whole world already knows about, except the Gullwings. Alright, well, I have to nitpick the hell out of this scene because, well, I'm me, and these spear things just bug the shit out of me. Just, example, tell me this. Who took this footage? What did they do, bring in a crane to get these dramatic, sweeping shots of Vegnagun? And someone had to edit this in ancient Spira. What did they make, non-linear sphere editing software? And what was the purpose of this recording? Was it some kind of Vegnagun sales video, but the audio is missing? It's the new Vegnagun ZX5000, the exciting new cutting-edge phenomenon in mechanized genocide delivery. Is another sovereign nation accusing you of saber-rattling or questioning the size of your mighty majestic penis? Well, they'll question no more when you deploy your nuclear armament through Vegnagun's intercontinental missile-launching mile-long cock cannon. Vegnagun is equipped with the latest anti-theft artificial intelligence. Vegnagun is quick, nimble, and more responsive than any other walking terror mecha thanks to its new, innovative musical keyboard interface. It's the miracle pipe organ technology that makes this super weapon possible. Even if smaller infantry threats manage to breach Vegnagun's outer vaginal defenses, its point defense tusks will ensure that your bridge is, in every way, impregnable.
If anyone uses that thing, Spira is done for.
But it's a machina! All we have to do is shaky shake our way up to it and take it apart.
Shaky shake? Anyway, Vegnagun's being held by New Yevon and Bevelle, and LeBlanc offers her her services to your boobs. Cause! Offers her services to your cause!
I thought our peaceful days would never end. The eternal calm. I really believed it would last forever.
Oh yeah, you really ended war and conflict for all time, Yuna. Bravo. Hey, I can't remember. How many people did we end up shooting in the face to steal all those worthless spheres again? Just look at all this peace you've brought to the world.
It's obvious. We nabbed the head honcho.
Our target is the New Yevon Praetor, Barreleye.
A girly man like that doesn't stand a chance without his escort.
Oh, matron, yes. You go to the Cloister of Trials under Bevelle, and of course you find it infested with fiends. And by fiends, I mean the same demonic ice cream scoops you always fight. You'd think after 2 games and this much time in development they'd come up with at least, I don't know, a couple new monsters instead of palette-swapping lizards and ice cream scoops and bats. Well, I suppose there are some robots a little later on when you get to the secret Vegnagun hangar, but riddle me this. Why do pyreflies erupt from destroyed robots? Aren't pyreflies supposed to be the souls of the dead? The boss of this fucking place sucks my fudge nut. He spams death like a bitch. So you beat him, you beat another guy, and then you beat... Wait, is that Bahamut? Yeah, Mega Flare, that is fucking Bahamut. Didn't we kill all the Aeons at the end of Final Fantasy X? The fuck is going on?
Ever heard of asking?
Okay, well, I'll just tell you. It's skipping ahead a little bit, but fuck it. You know the Shuyin guy who looks like Titus? He was a famous blitzball player in Zanarkand during a time when Zanarkand was at war with Bevelle. To save his girlfriend, a singer-slash-summoner named Len, from dying in the war, Shuyin went to Bevelle to steal Vegnagun. And why Bevelle never just, used Vegnagun to win the war outright is never explained. Shuyin actually gets in and starts to power up the machine, which is inexplicably controlled by some kind of pipe organ keyboard interface? I mean, why? But Len follows him to try and talk him out of it, but this delay allows guards to catch up with them and riddle them all with bullets. So of course Shuyin is killed from all this, but if you've been paying any attention at all, you'd know being dead never stopped anyone in Final Fantasy X. Shit, on Spirit, death is something you just walk off. I don't know, it just seems like being dead makes you stronger and indestructible. Everyone should do it. But here's the thing, Shuyin is so dead, and so pissed off about that and his dead girlfriend that he somehow has gained the power to resurrect and corrupt all of the old Aeons into serving him. Yeah, because the unsent, they can do things like that. Maybe his emo-ness gives him strength. Now you might be asking yourself, well, if Shuyin, a loser blitzball player, he can come back from the dead as an unkillable badass, able to possess people and control the wills of men, and resurrect the most powerful guardian spirits in the world and twist them to his dark purposes, why didn't Len come back? I mean, she's a summoner, right? Well, it's very simple. It's because her spirit became a sphere instead.
Yeah, the girl from the songstress dress sphere.
That's Len?
Sure, she wore that dress 1,000 years ago.
You know, it makes sense, if you don't think about it at all. When you finally get to where Vegnagun is, there's no Vegnagun, just a big hole in the wall.
I must report to Nuji Wuji at once. Boys, record this. Don't miss a single detail.
Wait, stop, hold it, look at that! What is that? They do have cameras! I thought videos were recorded on spheres in this reality or some shit. Wasn't that the whole fucking point? Isn't this supposed to be like a less technologically sophisticated age than the ones devastated by sin? Where the hell did the camcorders come from? I have so many questions. What did they record on? DV tape? SD card? What the fuck? What's really happening with the Aeons is that monsters are pouring out of all the temples across Spira because the Dark Aeons are infesting them and perverting nature. So you have to go around clearing them out. When you get back to Besaid, you find Wakka arguing with a Youth League guy who just wants to burn the temple down and kill the monsters inside without endangering the civilians.
It would be so simple to burn this place down and take the fiends with it.
But poor Wakka can't bear to destroy a place that he's lived with, loved, and cherished his whole life.
We can finish off the fiends right here and now.
Nah, burning down a temple is going too far.
Aw, oh, come on, Wakka. You're thinking about this whole burning the temple down thing the wrong way. Just think of it like, happy festival fireworks. You fucking dolt. And that raises an interesting thought. Why are people so attached to these fucking buildings? They were built to honor a false god responsible for the deaths of billions. It'd be like having a Hitler building in your hometown.
Praying to them never did anyone any good.
So for a long stretch of this game, you just go from town to town clearing temples, and at the bottom of each temple is a Dark Aeon you have to kill off. What I find really funny about this is that our brave heroes, who defeated sin against suicidal odds, are now extorting money out of people before they'll even attempt to save them from monsters. Oh, wait a second. Hey, Bartello, how many syllables does the name Donna have?
Donna!
Huh, so about 6 then. Yeah, interesting. And his blank zombie-like expression completely matches the urgent tone of his voice.
Donna!
Anyway, at the bottom of one of the temples you fight another Aeon, and during the battle, Yuna's knocked into one of the infinite holes.
Ah, you can hear me.
This is the construct. It's our loading program.
After falling forever, it seems, she awakens in a green field, surrounded by flowers, with the sun on her face.
Do not be troubled, for you are in Elysium, and you're already dead!
And she meets a guy she saw in the sphere who looks exactly like Titus.
I looked for you for so long. While I wandered, I realized something. Spira hasn't really changed at all. Everyone's still fighting over nothing, still dying like they used to. Vegnagun will make that all go away.
You know, is it just me, or do none of the villains' plans in any of the Final Fantasy games make any fucking sense? And they all basically boil down to the same fundamental concept, that the world is full of pain and suffering and disappointment, and the only way to stop people from suffering is to kill them. Guys like Kefka were just gibbering insane, at least, who just wanted to watch the world burn, and I guess Sephiroth kind of had more of a plan in that he wanted to become a god or see his alien mom or something, but geez, Shuyin comes off like a complete crybaby. I'm sick of all the violence and hate in the world, so I'm gonna violently hate-fuck the world in half with my Doomsday Weapons mile-long cock gun. Yuna talks to Shuyin for a while, and instead of making plans for coffee or a movie later, he tells her he's so happy to see her again, he's gonna blow her up along with the rest of the world with Vegnagun. I mean, dude, seriously, you really don't have that much of a reason to be upset anymore, because your dead girlfriend that you were so sad about, she's right there. So, you lack what we call motivation. Your priority's a little out of whack. So Shuyin bugs off, and Yuna stays in this weird dimension until she's just sort of not anymore, and she gets out to explain her story to the other ladies.
Then, huh?
Yeah, the girl from the songstress dress sphere.
Okay, so when Shuyin dies, his emo-ness rises from the grave to gain enough power to threaten the entire world, and when Len, a summoner, dies, she goes on to haunt a dress sphere? How is that fair? And if Len wore Yuna's dress, who wore Riku's songstress dress, or Payne's female Elvis jumpsuit, or was Len just freaky like that?
I hate to interrupt, but Spear's falling apart with its leaders missing. Check the comm spheres and see.
Oh yeah, things look absolutely batshit right now. Oh god, look at the carnage. Oh, the humanity. Yuna gets on the radio to get updates from around the world, from Waka, Donna, the Youth League, etc. It seems the leaders of both the major political factions of Spira, the Youth League and New Yevon, have gone missing. They're both planning sneak attacks on each other since their leadership structures are destabilized, and they both see an opportunity for victory.
Looks like Nuj and Berlai still haven't come back. And now Gippel's vanished too.
And Vegnagun's on the loose. You can bet Shuyin's controlling that thing.
I changed my mind. I want to do something. Nuj asked me to help, and that's what I'll do.
So, with the world poised on the brink of war, and Shuyin preparing to rain global thermonuclear fire on Spira, the ladies put their heads together and decide to come up with a plan. And they decide the best course of action is...
Sing campfire songs?
Oh! To hold a concert!
All of Spira will be the captive of Yuna singing and dancing!
A concert! A concert! You know, one would think after the discussion we just had, specifically addressing the causes of the coming war, they might decide to do something a little more proactive, like, I don't know, finding and rescuing the missing faction leaders. Maybe that might have more of a lasting impact on people than Yuna's shitty J-pop, but regardless of whether or not you really believe a concert is going to diffuse all of these intricate socio-political tensions, isn't all this speculation rather pointless in the face of the looming apocalypse brought on by fucking Vegnacock? No, I'm being serious here. Shuyin fucking hijacked a doomsday machine, and Yuna's plan is to hold a concert. How is it fucking possible that this fucking guy, is the sensible one and brings up the only viable plan of destroying Vegnagun, which you'd think would be priority number one with a fucking bullet, and that plan is shot down to hold a fucking concert? This isn't a Final Fantasy game. It's the ending to Empire Records. This concert bullshit might have saved Arnold's in an episode of fucking Happy Days, but somehow I kinda doubt that it's gonna solve the geopolitical issues of an entire fucking planet. If I want to use music to unite the world in peace and harmony, I'll stick with the Wild Stallions. So to hold the concert, you have to go find those fucking freak show musicians all over again, and please, God, don't make me push them into a fucking elevator again.
Spectacular, spectacular! 'Twill be a yummy Unipalooza indeed! 'Twill go down in history!
Oh, I hope they really do call it Unipalooza.
A minor detail, where should it be?
Well, the more people we can gather together, the better.
Aha! Then how about the Thunder Plains? Yes! You could practically pack a plethora of people in that place.
What, you mean that place you literally can't go 3 steps without getting fatally struck by lightning? Oh yeah, I like that. Let's fill that with thousands of people in a tightly packed mob, and then put Yuna on an enormous steel stage surrounded by electronic equipment. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just saying, this is what happens when these people book your concert!
Advertising is our specialty.
Okay, I know, I don't mean to harp on this because really the point is basically meaningless, but if you just stop and think for a second, none of this makes any sense. Yeah, let's hold a concert on the fucking Thunder Plains, one of the most fundamentally dangerous environments on all of Spira, because God knows there's not a single wide open stretch of land anywhere on Spira where we can hold a concert. Oh, right, yeah. That huge, wide open, completely safe field. Whoops. Oh, and guess what? That area has concession vendors already established. Or what about the wide-open Blitzball Amphitheater? Or here's a thought, how about the concert hall you just showed us having a concert in at the beginning of the fucking game?
But what are you gonna sing? Wow, did you write that?
Because it really sucks ass.
It's more like I felt it. I can hear it echoing inside me.
You mean to tell me that she's about to give a concert in front of the entire world's population and she doesn't have any songs prepared? Oh geez, this concert is going to eat. Strap in, folks. Prepare yourselves for some more bubbly, meaningless J-pop.
I know that you're hiding things, using gentle words to shelter me. Your words were like a dream, but dreams could never fool me, not that easily. What if I'd cried my eyes out and begged you not to depart? But now I'm not afraid to say what's in my heart. 'Cause 1,000 words all out through the ages, they'll fly to you, even though I can see.
Well, shit. That was actually really good. No, really, I'm not kidding. When I played this game the first time, I was legitimately dreading this scene, especially after the god-awful Real Emotion opening. But this scene is honestly pretty damn brilliant. I guess I'll start with the song itself, which I find to be a very inspiring and heartfelt love song, and it perfectly matches Yuna's emotions and memories of her short-lived romance that ended in tragedy. The lyrics are, you know, translated, kind of blunt force trauma, but the vocal performances, I thought, really nailed the emotion of the song. This scene is also stunningly well directed. It manages to tell the entire tragic romance between Shuyin and Len, and their connection to Yuna's own story, without actually saying a single word of exposition. In 3 minutes, I had more emotional investment in Len's tragic death and Shuyin's mournful existence without her than I did mucking through 40 hours of Titus and Yuna's bumbling, uncomfortable affair in Final Fantasy X. So I don't want to hear ever again that I can't say anything nice about Final Fantasy, okay? I'm fucking pissed I can't be fucking pissed at this scene. That's how good it is. Jesus, sucks. I need to nitpick something. Let me watch this again.
Rehearsal starting.
Okay, I got one. Before the concert, there's some kind of stupid rhythm dancing minigame you gotta do with Riku, but why do you have to do this when this choreographed dance number you do never actually happens on stage? It's entirely pointless. And what kind of lame-ass concert only features one single song? Okay, there. Now I feel better.
The lovers met a truly tragic end. Those images we all witnessed are most certainly a record of their last moment. once.
Wait, so everyone saw that flashback? Okay, how? I mean, did Len's spirit project it on the concert Jumbotron?
Everything is all wrong.
Alright, moving on. So, Shinra gets a signal from a probe droid they dropped into one of the Vegna holes, and they discover the guys they're looking for already down there, working together to stop Vegnacock. Never knew these guys were that badass, but now that Yuna's once again united the world in song, that means the rescue mission can finally start.
Inconceivable!
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
We know Vegnagun is in the deepest reaches of the far plane. The only way in is to jump into one of those holes.
Yeah, but which one?
Who cares? We just pick a hole and dive!
Now, you can jump in the hole, or you can take this opportunity to do a few thousand hours of side quests. Probably the best one to do is to help this guy Klasko start a chocobo farm, because the payoff is he gives you the Alchemist Dress Sphere. And as soon as you can go Alchemist, the game is basically over, because that class allows you to pull an infinite number of Mega Potions straight out of your ass to heal 2,000 hit points for free whenever you want. You're basically immortal once that happens, and combined with the Samurai class, which allows instant KOs of every standard enemy, leveling up barely requires looking at the screen. And you'll notice that most of the advanced dress spheres can be pretty easily manipulated to completely destroy the main storyline quest. I also took this time and went back to Besaid because I made enough money to finally buy that incredibly expensive item from the beginning of the game, but guess what? When you get there, someone's already bought it! And this lady's still working here? Shit! I think I'd close shop early and retire? Oh, and Lulu dresses her baby like a Moogle. Yeah, motherhood pretty much destroyed Lulu's gothic sexy look. Okay, back to the story. You jump down a hole and for some reason don't die. You find yourself on the Zen level from Half-Life where you fight a bunch more Aeons, including Shiva.
You betrayed Shiva! You betrayed Shiva!
Alright, so this part gets pretty stupid, and there's basically no good explanation for it, so you kinda gotta bear with me here. You find Nuge, yeah, I still can't believe that's really his name, and Nuge tells you that Shuyin has possessed the other guy named Barreleye and used his body to steal Vegnagun. Because apparently, Unsent can do that when they're pissed off enough. I guess it's kinda like that guy in the movie Fallen, where you can possess people and make them do evil things. But that movie was awesome, and this game doesn't really do anything with it. I don't even know why he bothers, considering Shuyin can do things just fine on his own. Dude doesn't seem to have a problem holding a sword and kicking vast amounts of ass in his spirit form, know what I'm saying? But hey, right now we're rolling with the possession thing. Nuge decides the only way to stop Shuyin is to cripple the body he possesses by shooting Barreleye a lot. Then Shuyin will need to look for a new body to inhabit, then possess Nuge, and Nuge will blow himself up with a suicide bomb.
My body has already been rigged. I'm taking Shuyin with me.
I don't like your plan. It sucks.
Why? It kind of sounds like he put a fair amount of thought into this plan. And hey Yuna, what were you doing when Nuge was heroically preparing to sacrifice himself to save the lives of billions? So, you can just shut the fuck up.
Your plan is awful. Think about it. It's no different than what we did 2 years ago. We destroyed our own allies. We destroyed the Aeons who had fought together with us at our side.
Yeah, and guess what? It worked! So, not seeing the problem here, and I'm not even hearing a plan B from this side, so come on, Yuna. Come on, genius. If there's a plan B, we would all love to hear it.
Plan B.
Oh?
Love.
Oh.
The power of love conquers all. So romantic. Count me in.
This is the girliest plan ever. And before they can, love Shuyin, they still have to somehow destroy Vegnagun to get to him. Alright, I have already lost the plot completely. Wasn't that what we were just talking about, was how to stop Vegnagun? And so they settled on appealing to Shuyin with the power of love, but to do that they have to stop Vegnagun, so the plan is they have no plan.
If we all attack at once, we can do this. We need to split up.
Oh, okay, I see now. The plan here, this is rich, the plan is to attack fucking Vegnagun head-on. 3 chicks with swords against a mech the size of a fucking building whose sole function is to eradicate all life on the planet. No, this plan sucks. I know it's in the spirit of a Final Fantasy game to have a climactic showdown with a boss that threatens all life on the planet, but, you know, it sort of undermines the menace of your Doomsday Mega Weapon if 3 people don't even bat an eye at the thought of taking it on in a straight-up fight. I mean, let's be real here. Just yesterday, they were having trouble taking these guys on, and now they want to do a full frontal assault on something that was designed to annihilate armies! It's not strictly head-on, though. They split up into 3 teams. The girls attack the tail, while the others occupy other parts of Vegnagun. But, of course, the other team sucks, so you end up having to fight every part of Vegnagun anyway. Gotta do everything around here, don't I?
All of Spira is finished.
He's got a plan B too!
Oh yeah! And that plan B? Deploy the Vegnacock!
Come, Vegnagun. Let us purge this repulsive world.
If you take too long in this fight, the Vegnacock blows its load and pretty much destroys the entire world, and you get the bad ending. But it sucks, so who cares anyway. It turns out that Vegnagun is controlled by an impressive array of piano-style keyboards, which, to me, seems awfully, terribly, horrendously inconvenient for a weapons delivery system. It's like Vegnagun was designed by the band Yes. Dude, play Van Halen's Jump!
There's something I must tell you. Words left unspoken for 1,000 years. I love you.
We can finally fade. Together. No.
You are not Len!
Oh, well, there you have it. So much for that love plan, huh? Good one, Yuna. Now you see the power of emo beats love every time, baby. Every time. Well, it's the final boss battle, and to this game's credit, at least Shuyin puts up a fight, unlike fucking Yu Yevon. Dude fights exactly like Titus, too, right down to his ultimate finishing move where he wrecks your shit with a blitzball. Yeah, he's got a blitzball, too. This guy's gonna conquer the world, and he carries a blitzball. We're actually meant to take this seriously.
Put that crybaby to sleep!
Alright, time out! No, time out, hang on. Did you guys just hear that?
Not much longer now!
Yes, that voice that keeps giving you advice during the last boss fight. It took me for fucking ever to figure out where I'd heard that before.
Don't let up! Keep fighting!
Right, and you know who that is? That's Jekt, Titus's dad. And to this, what in the hell is Jekt doing here? And this ties right into an issue I've been thinking about for years when it comes to this game, and I've never been able to find a satisfactory answer to it. It's very simple. What in the hell is the deal with Shuyin? The game makes it clear from the beginning that Titus and Shuyin are not supposed to be the same person, but they are, kind of. They are, but they're not. Shuyin was a real blitzball player in the real Zanarkand. Okay, fine, I get that part. And apparently Titus is some kind of recreation of Shuyin, a dream constructed by the Faith in Dream Zanarkand, and the Faith are like the souls of the dead or something. And the reason Titus is different is because the Faith have an imperfect memory of Shuyin, so he's close, but not quite the same. You follow me so far? That's okay. I don't think I follow me either. I mean, the way I've explained it, it kind of makes sense, but as soon as you start asking any kind of questions about this, the whole thing just falls apart. Like, how could they have such an imperfect memory of a major Zanarkand celebrity? I mean, dude played blitzball. They got his face and body exactly right, but not his name? What the hell? Not to mention, the guy almost enacted genocide with a doomsday weapon. You'd think he'd be pretty well remembered in the news. Plus, the guy was dating Len, one of the most famous summoners and pop singers in Zanarkand. And not only is Len nowhere to be seen in Dream Zanarkand, Titus never mentions having a smoking hot girlfriend back in Zanarkand to anybody. And trust me, Titus is exactly the kind of douchebag who would never shut the fuck up about this kind of thing to anybody. Hey, I'm dating this super hot singer, you know. Her name's Len. I even touched her boob one time. I'm the star player of the Zanarkand Abes. Because is it like in Final Fantasy X, when the Faith make Dream Zanarkand, is Sin supposed to destroy Dream Zanarkand before Titus meets Len? Well, why would that happen and not the war with Bevel? And oh geez, what about Orin? Doesn't he notice anything unusual about any of this? Because he actually is from the real Zanarkand. He actually is an unsensed spirit. He doesn't notice the completely different personality or the different name or his stunning similarity to a famous blitzball player named Shuyin. And then I realized, you know, they never actually say his name in Final Fantasy X, at least not in a voiced video clip. So, is it possible that the fact that nobody refers to Titus by name a plot point? Like, if Titus had ever introduced himself or anyone had bothered to ask his name, would Orin have, like, looked confused and been all, Titus? Wait a minute, your name's Shuyin, isn't it? What the fuck is the matter with you? Well, apparently nobody bothered because nobody refers to Titus by name in 10-2 either, meaning Yuna fucked a guy whose name she didn't know. Oh my god, I'm rambling. I gotta pull. Okay, here's my point. My point is, if Shuyin and Titus are two different entities, wouldn't Jecht know about this? Because I thought the whole point of Final Fantasy X was that Jecht raised Titus to hate him, so he'd be willing to kill his own father when Jecht became Sin, because that's why Titus has all his daddy issues, right? So, if Jecht is Titus's father, and Titus isn't real, okay, that doesn't make sense, because if he's not real, how does he have a... Okay, how does that... If he is, why is he here calling Shuyin a crybaby? Because, okay, I thought they were different people, or did Jecht raise the real Shuyin and the Dream Titus as children in Dream Zanarkand? Because that doesn't make sense, and that's fucking weird. Okay, I mean, I guess because they both have the same moves, I don't... And then there's the thing where you can unlock the Zanarkand Abes in the Blitzball minigame, and the thing is, Titus is there, but instead of being called Titus, he's called Star Player, and why wouldn't they call... But what the fuck? Oh god, I almost talked through the ending. What happens? Len and Shuyin fuck off, and the Youth League and New Yevon guys are friends now, even though they shouldn't, because they've, like, killed thousands of people, and Yuna's become strong and independent and crap, and she fucks off, and, that's kind of it. Unless you played the game for months and got 100% completion, in which case you get this. And Titus comes back, and, yeah, there he is. He's sure there. Yeah, all that time and effort, that was totally worth it to see this guy again. Hooray.
I got a theory. I think the faith gathered up my thoughts and put them together to bring me back. Or maybe I'm still a dream.
Dude, I don't think even the faith really know. And if you don't know, what the fuck chance do I have? You bitch! Did she just try to kill him? Because if he is real, she just pushed him off a cliff to die pulverized against jagged fucking rocks.
That's not cherishing.
Oh my god. Guys, I just had a terrible thought. Now that I'm done with the game, that means I have to fight a character from the game. And that means... Oh my god. You are the sexiest woman I've ever seen in my life. Wow! Burton! Yo, Dustbuster! Bust out the Death Ray! Oh, that's just great. There goes Plan A. Oreo? Puppy! Go get help! Oreo, go get the guns in my closet! The guns! You can do it! Go! I really don't know what you're so mad about. I was pretty complimentary to your game, all things considered. It's just a game, lady. I really don't see what you're so upset. Oh, right. I violently murdered your boyfriend with a gunblade. Shit. Oreo! Bring the guns! cool. Guns! Lots of guns! Whoa. What the fuck are you gonna do? Sing me to death with that? Oh! I'm blind! I'm blind! Shit! I just wanted to say, love your work. Keep it up. What are you? No! Fuck you! I hate Final Fantasy more than anything in the fucking world! Oh yes, I know you do. I'm counting on it.
Oh, I've almost got 100%!
Whatever.
Snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen.
I'm a scat man.
Bah Manu, tu descends? Et pourquoi faire?
Love, exciting and new.
Il est con ce chien là.
Coucou, tu veux voir ma bite?